Like they can get you through. Like Head Above Water. Can't part the sea, can't reach the shore. My voice becomes a driving force. I won't let this pull me overboard. Is that a hard song to write or a hard song to record? Is it easy to get it out?
So I came up with this concept in bed, and like I literally thought I was going, and my mom was like laying there with me, and this concept came, and I wrote down all these lyrics, and then later on, maybe it was 6 months later, I met Travis Clark of We the Kings.
Icon.
And I heard him playing piano at a party, and I went over and he was singing, and I just thought he was absolutely like incredible. And I was like, bro, do you want to write a song together? And he's like, yeah, sure. So he came over and I had this idea, and so I took it to him, and we finished that together, and it was like a really amazing like experience working with him. He's so talented, and we kind of felt like God gave us the rest of those lyrics, and it just like was instant and like all came together.
And even how you met him, right? Because you're at a very vulnerable stage, and you've been in rooms with people. It's not always easy to open up and share your deepest stuff with somebody you don't know. Mm-hmm. So you just meet him at a party, and then you go into into a session, and this comes out.
Yeah, I could just tell he was just such a great guy, and there was something really special about him, and I also felt like he was probably like brought into my life to like help me finish the song.
Wow. So you, it's cool, because I feel like the story needs to be told.
Yeah.
So after that and Warrior, do you feel confident enough to take on the rest of the album?
Yeah. So then after Warrior, let's see. Life goes on. I get up. I start dating. And then I write a song called "I Fell in Love with the Devil."
Yeah. By the way,
and I was just like, really?
There's so much darkness and light, and in between the two of them,
and
you're in a casket, like in the music video for "I Fell in Love with the Devil." Harsh way to describe this.
So it was just like no, not at all.
Accurate.
Gentle. I'm doing him a favor, and that's all that I'm saying. So yeah, I mean, I got myself into not so great sitch, and obviously, like when I wrote this song, I was like, this is dope, because like I feel like guys and girls like can relate to the song. Like, I fell in love with the devil, now I'm in trouble. I fell in love with the devil, I'm underneath his spell. Someone send me an angel to lend me a halo. I fell in love with the devil, save me from this hell. Like, have you guys ever dated like a crazy?
I think everyone has a little crazy in them.
So it's like, I think, everyone does have a little crazy in them. But I thought it was a really cool chorus too, and I was really excited about it. And so with this music video, I got to make another little mini movie,
which is aesthetically beautiful.
Thanks.
But like you driving your own hearse with your own casket in the back.
I know, it's dark as
Yeah.
I came up with that. I was like, okay, so I have this idea for the video. I full on came up with that entire treatment. I called Elliot Lester, who also shot the video for Head Above Water. And I was like, okay, so I want to be driving a hearse and like singing, and I want to be in the coffin in the back, and that's a metaphor for, so if I continue to go down this road, it's not going to be pretty.
Yeah, you're done.
And but by the end of the video, you'll see me break myself out of the coffin and set myself free. In the bridge of the song in the video, I'm slow dancing with the devil, and just like fighting temptation and trying to resist him. And then I do take a stand and walk away and make the healthier choice for myself, and ends up in a positive.
Was there a defining moment when you realized that this dude is the devil and you need to get out?
I've never had like friends intercept like that. Like people were
Really?
like, okay, this is done, this is done, this is done. You gotta stop. Like, here, like, we're gonna introduce you to somebody else. I was like, okay, hi.
Look over here.
How does he feel about being called the devil?
He doesn't know. I mean, maybe he knows, but I haven't talked about it.
Did he really try to fix this with teddy bears?
Sure, yeah.
I want to know what he did, but like, how long did it last overall?
It was just like a 8-month thing, but it was just not good.
When do you write this record? Like, is it recently? Is it after Head Above Water's out? Is it while you're writing songs for that album?
No, I had that Devil. I had written that during the time it was all going on, and then there's some other songs on this album too, like Dumb Blonde.
I feel like you don't like talking about this song.
That what?
Devil, do you not like talking about it?
Well, I can't say exactly what the song is about, exactly who it's about. You know, I can say, like, I went through, you know, a toxic relationship and wrote that, and I'm proud of the song because it was, like, good for me, and also another, like, situation where I was like, okay, this is, like, I got this out on pen and paper, healing, move on.
But that's it. Like, if this album is as reflective of your life as I think it is, every song kind of ends in that you succeed, at least from where I'm sitting right now.
Yeah, it's true. Like I was saying, like it's an intense album and it's very real, but there's a lot of strength, and you know, I've gone through a lot in the last like few years and definitely written about it, but I've gotten through it, and you know, I'm just like hoping by being so open and raw with my music that it can like touch and inspire other people and encourage them and give other people like hope.
Back to Dumb Blonde. I mean, the title, the record, where does it like,
should we go dark with this? Do you really want to know?
Yes.
Same guy
Really?
Really?
called me a dumb blonde.
Wait, shut the.
Misogynist.
Who is?
And I was like,
Oh my God, he's insecure.
okay, there's a song title. So I got together with my friend Bonnie McGee, and she's amazing.
Incredible songwriter.
And Mitch Allen. I was like, hey, I got this song concept. And then so I just turned like another like negative into a positive and wrote like an empowerment song about like, it's okay to be a strong, independent woman, to be working, to have an opinion, to have drive, to be a leader, to be an alpha, whatever you want to call it, and you don't have to feel bad for that. You know, if you want to like be a chick who like stays at home and like has like a chill life or whatever, that's one thing. And if you want to be out and working, that's another thing. And you should be able to be whoever you are.
Amen.
And like I was getting judged for that, and which is so gnarly. And yeah, it's just like, don't put me on the bench. Don't talk down to me. Don't condescend me. And it's okay to be, just because I'm blonde doesn't mean I'm dumb, obviously. I mean, I definitely have my moments, but don't we all?
How soon after that he calls you that do you go and write a record? Do you need to get it out immediately, or do you let it kind of marinate?
I kept it in the back of my mind, and then probably just like a few months later, because I was making a record.
So it came out.
Yeah.
Do you write, like, how do you document your stuff? Like, how do you creatively keep track of all your stuff, ideas?
I have journals. Well, I have like notebooks, like a pile of them. And then I use my phone. Like I'm constantly writing in notes.
Just voice memos? Do you do voice memos?
Yeah, I'll sit down at the piano and come up with a chord progression, melodies, and absolutely have to record those voice notes.
Writing a record like Dumb Blonde, empowerment, but also the one that the one thing that I also keep seeing as we were talking is like your greatest music comes from moments of like deep darkness and struggle and self-discovery, and like when things happen or like you go through stages of like just change,
Yeah.
your greatest music comes out. Is that like blessing and a curse?